Hello and welcome. Welcome to our Go Live. Today is Friday, TGIF, and we're going to be talking about the power of saying yes again. To who? To yourself, to life, to joy. And our team is the same. We are on the process of reflecting, reclaiming, and rebuilding. How are you guys all doing? It's Friday. TGIF, thank God it's Friday. It's the end of the week. For those people who are working in the offices, yay, right? Because you are off Saturday, Sunday. Yes, but for nurses, my co-nurses, we have to work every other weekend. Yes, that is our schedule. And sometimes nurses who work in a clinic, they also have to work on weekends. Yes. Sometimes I wonder, I will get a caregiver for my husband who would say, I don't work on weekend. And I said, well, didn't your employer tell you that you have to work on weekends? Because patients need you, right? Anyway, mga sis at mga brothers dyan who are joining me today, this is Amy Marshall. Yes, ako po yan, your midlife cheerleader for freedom, joy, and second chances. Yan ang ating ginagawa, ang mag-inspire. Let me ask you something real quick. Who else got so used to saying no that you forgot what a full body yes feels like? Yeah. At kanino ka palaging nagno-no? Hindi ba sa sarili mo? Ah, nakalimutan mo na pwede ka rin mag-yes sa sarili mo. Hindi lang para sa iba yun. Para sa iyo rin yun. Yeah, anong example niyan? Sasabihin mo, no, I'm too busy. No, baka walang time. Or, no, ako na lang ulit. Okay lang. Okay nga ba? Sige nga. Is it really okay? We've all been there, di ba? Lahat tayo. But today, we're saying yes. Again. To ourselves. To life. Hey, life is meant to be lived. To joy. Yeah, we have the right to be joyful. Hindi lang sila, tayo din. Diba? Because this season of life, our 40s, 50s, 60s, isn't the end. It's the sweet restart. Kaya nga tinawag nating reclaiming, ano ba? Reflecting, reclaiming, rebuilding. Yes, those three. Yeah. So grab your Kangen water. Yes, grab your Kangen water. It is an antioxidant water. Or your coffee or tea. And let's dive into our theme for today. Reflect, reclaim, rebuild. Comment yes again if you're ready to say yes to yourself this time. Ikaw naman. It's your turn. Diba? It is your turn. Mga sis, reflection is powerful. When we hit our 40s or 50s, suddenly, it feels like quieter. Kasi lumaki na yung mga bata. The kids are grown. Or maybe we are caring for our aging parents. And then biglang may tanong, nasaan na ako? Where am I now? Nasaan na ba ako sa storya ng buhay ko? For years, our yes belonged to everyone else. Yes to our kids' needs. Yes to our husband's schedule. Pati yung needs ng husband natin, di ba? Yes to our job demands. But not to us. And maybe we stop dreaming as well. Did you stop dreaming for you, for yourself? because the way you were doing it for years and years and years is, this is my dream for my family. This is my dream for my kids. This is my dream for my husband. My dream for my parents. What about your dream for you? Where did that go? Saan napunta yan? And maybe, talagang nakalimutan mo na ang sarili mo. You really forgot about yourself. Diba? You stopped dressing up for fun. I was visiting my charge nurse the other day, and I was known. She didn't go anywhere, but when I saw her, she's wearing makeup, she's dressed up, she even put a hairspray on her hair. And I was teasing her. I said, "Wow, you're wearing makeup, you even have your eyelashes." And she said, "Yeah, I do this every day now." She is 76 because it's her turn, right? It's her turn to pay attention to herself. But did you also stop saying yes to little adventures? Kasi ang daming responsibilities. No time. A lot of times the 24 hours in a day is not even enough. I remember one morning during my nursing days. Yes, I was a nurse. Working all my life as a nurse, I work in the hospital. I was in the hospital at 6 in the morning. This was many years ago because uh, the most part of my nursing, I did night shift. So I was in the hospital at 6 in the morning, charting, half awake, thinking, is this it? Is this all there is for me? And this was at the earlier part of my career. And I was already questioning. By the way, I didn't plan to be a nurse. That wasn't in my vocabulary. I was a graduate of hotel and restaurant management back home because people are telling me, including my mother, I think, from what I remember, she said that, why would you want to be a nurse? That's the maid of the doctor. And at that time, that's not even in my mind, um, being a nurse working in a hospital. I even thought of becoming a flight attendant. Maybe because I I like the industry. I like what I saw, you know. But anyway, I did question myself at that time in the hospital. Is this it? Is this all there is for me? And then later on, another question came to me, or another thought, asking myself, I had spent years saying yes to every shift. And very occasionally, I would do overtime. I would say yes to patients, but not to myself. I would say yes to my son. We have one son, to my husband, to my in laws, but not to me. I always put myself last because I said, if I make others happy, if I make my family happy, that makes me happy too, right? And don't get me wrong. I mean, for most of us, that's what we do. But that moment hit hard for me. I realized I was serving everyone else's dreams except my own. There were times I questioned myself, did I really want to be a nurse? What happened to me? It's a very, excuse me, guys, my throat is itchy. For many years, I lost my train of thought there. Yeah, don't get me wrong, nursing is a very, very good profession. You earn good money. That's why a lot of people right now are going into that profession, not knowing the other side of it. You only know the dollar sign of it, but not the other side of it, okay? So I realized I was serving everyone else's dream except my own, but reflecting doesn't mean regretting, you know? Wala akong pinagsisihan na maging nurse ako. I was able to help people, especially kids. But it got to a point that I was able to remember who I am beneath all those roles. And that's when I questioned, "Oh, what else I can do?" Okay? So mga sis, comment below what's something you used to love doing but haven't done in years. Ano yun? Yung talaga nag-enjoy ka, na hindi mo na nagagawa. Kasi nagkaroon ka na ng maraming responsibilities. You got married, you became a mother, and then after that, your kids grew, but then your parents got older and they needed you. But underneath all of that, what is something you used to love doing but haven't done in years? Share it in the comments, guys. Come on. Talagang nangangati ang throat ko na naman, ha. I hope this is not another cold. Yeah. Um, Maybe it's just allergy. So here's what I've learned. You cannot build or rebuild what you haven't reclaimed. You need to take back what's always been yours. Am I being heard? Hindi ko pala itinurn on ang aking microphone. Yeah. I hope you guys heard me. I've been chatting here, but I didn't have a voice. I didn't have my microphone on. I came from a Zoom meeting and I had to unmute it because I left. They're still there, my team. That's what happened. Let me see if somebody was telling me or is telling me, hey, we cannot hear you, right? Yeah. I hope you guys heard me. Yeah. So somebody said hello, but I don't know if he heard me. So today, yes, we were talking about the power of saying yes again to yourself, to life, to joy. Okay, just a recap in case you didn't hear me. Okay, yeah, in case I was muted earlier when I first started. So this is Amy, and I'm coming to you from Southern California. I am your cheerleader for freedom, joy, and second chances. Okay. And we got used to saying yes, yes to others every time, but not to ourselves. Okay. We forgot ourselves. That's what we're at. And our team is reflect, reclaim, and rebuild. How do we find those again so that we can start rebuilding ourselves? Now that the kids are grown and we have taken care of everybody, I know we are still continuing taking care of our aging parents, correct? But for years, our yes belonged to everyone else. Yes to our kids' needs, yes to our husband's schedule and needs as well, yes to our job's demands, but not to ourselves. And maybe we also stop dreaming, correct? We forgot that at one point in our lives, there was something that we enjoy doing. That thing took a back seat. But now it's time to bring it back. Okay? And what I've learned is you cannot rebuild from what you haven't reclaimed. So you need to take back what's always been yours, your voice, your joy, your spark. And as I said, when I left nursing and started my digital business, I didn't do it because I had everything figured out. I was lost in the beginning. Sometimes I still feel lost, and it's okay. I did it because I finally said yes. Ako naman. Yes, this time is for me. I was scared. I didn't even know how to build a website or run a Facebook ads or even use a laptop. But I started learning. I'm still learning. Yeah, I said yes anyway. It's okay. Kahit na, even though I was scared. Even though takot ako. Because I knew there had to be more than exhaustion and overtime. There had to be more than nursing. I was forced to retire because I started breaking down physically. Mentally, I'm still good. Okay, physically, yes, because I was working as a nurse. I get home, I'm still a nurse to my husband. He's a patient in our home. And so by doing this, starting a digital business, I was able to reclaim my time. Now I decide when to work and when to rest, even when to go on vacation. Di ba? Isn't that nice? I don't need to ask permission or I don't need to be approved by my employer for vacation hours. I reclaim my confidence, even if I was not techie. I learned anyway. And every time I learn something, I'm so happy. Well, I felt empowered every time I learned something. I reclaim my joy through a beautiful community of women who remind me I'm not alone. Because most of us are going through the same thing. Except, of course, they don't have a handicapped husband. I do. And you know what? When we say yes again, the world adjusts to meet us. It's like God saying, finally, she's ready to receive again, ready to receive blessings again. Right. So let's play the yes list game. Yes, let's play the yes list game. Type below one thing you want to say yes to this season of you. Is it travel, self care, new hobby, new business move? Whatever that is, let's cheer for each other in the comments. Yes, we gotta cheer each other. Surround yourself with people that uplift you. Surround yourself with people who have the same mindset, positive only. As I said before, this is really a good example. You know, a basket of fruits, if you're the only one that's not rotten and everything else there, every other fruits there are rotten and you're the only one that's not, you're going to get rotten too, right? But if you surround yourself with fresh ones, beautiful, beautiful flowers, beautiful, not flowers, fruits, fruits, then you'll stay good for a long time and mahawahan ka ng ganda nila, ng tamis ng mga prutas na yan, di ba? Come on now. So this month, we're saying yes to things that make our hearts race. Yung excited ka. Yeah. Yung gustong-gusto mo nang gawin yun. Hindi ka na makahintay. Not when our stress levels is rise. Yeah. We're saying yes to those things that excite us, not the ones that stress us. Okay? So when you start reclaiming your yes, you begin to rebuild not just your life, but your identity. Rebuilding doesn't happen overnight, it's a process. It's not a magic, you know? It's not a magic one. There's no such thing. It's like gardening. I love gardening, guys. You plant seeds of hope and water daily with faith, and the plant will grow beautifully for sure. For me, rebuilding meant stepping into something new, learning digital skills, mentoring women, and creating income from home without missing the moments that matter, without even missing vacations that you already scheduled. Beautiful, isn't it? Now, every time I see one of my business partners quit their job or take their first family trip fully paid by their online income, I'm reminded why I said yes in the first place. I'm happy for them with all my heart. For you, rebuilding could mean starting a new routine that's just for you without anybody else. That doesn't include your kids or your husband. It's okay. You're allowed to do things by yourself. It could be learning something online. There are so many things that are available online that can be learned. I've shared Canva with you. Wow, I'm amazed by it. You can make birthday greetings. Sometimes when I have time, I would make birthday greetings with the photos of my high school friends. Yeah, I use Canva for that. I would even put music. It's nice. And what else? Chat GPT, the best thing, guys. Check it out. Chat GPT. Yeah, I don't know how teachers are not finding out when students are not using it. Because you can tell Chat GPT, hey, that's too AI, humanize it, you know? Because you can tell when it's AI that did the paragraphs. It's too perfect, right? You can tell ChatGPT, make it fun. That's why some jobs now are gone, right? Because of AI. That's the only negative part of having that technology. Correct? So try to learn something online because it will uplift you and empower you, give you confidence for sure. Exploring digital business perhaps is another option so you can have more time freedom. I was watching a YouTube earlier and this guy said most people are looking for this time freedom and travel freedom. That's why they get out of the employee system because those are the two things they are looking for. Kasi pag employee ka, di ba, mahirap. Mahirap magkaroon ng time freedom, mahirap magkaroon ng travel freedom. You are always, anong tawag dito, subjective to a schedule set to you by your employer. Correct? So rebuilding is about believing you still can. Even if you're 50s, 60s, it's okay because you can. Who says it ends there? Nobody. Maybe you did, but that's not the reality. Mga sis, what's one area of your life you want to rebuild this year? Alin doon? Is it your whole self? It's okay. Yeah, I like that idea. Because for many years you forgot yourself. You took care of everybody. Drop it in the comments and let's manifest it together. What's one area of your life you want to rebuild this year? Share it. Empower yourself. When you say it, you see it. When you put it here, you put it on paper. Nakaka-empower yan. So, midlife isn't a crisis. It's a crossroad. Nandiyan na tayo, most of us. Yung mga nanonood nito, mga nakikinig. Yeah, most of us are in our midlife stage. You can keep living on autopilot or you can start living on purpose. Alin ang mas gusto mo? When you say yes to yourself, you teach your family that it's okay to choose joy too. And this is really good. Lalong-lalo na kung may daughter ka. I don't have a daughter. I have a son. Because you will become an example to your daughter. You model what it looks like to love yourself again, to love your life again, not just survive it. I love that part. Let me repeat that for you. When you say yes to yourself, you teach your family that it's okay to choose joy too, especially if you have a daughter. Because your daughter will become like you, right? Your daughter will marry someone, will have children. By doing that, you model what it's like to love your life again, or what it looks like to love your life again, not just survive it. And here's the truth: you deserve a second chapter that feels as beautiful as the one you once dreamed of. When we get married, all we see are beautiful things, right? We don't see the reality that there will be problems, it's gonna be hard. And there will be times you ask yourself, is this really the life I signed up for? But when you reach that point, I want you to look at just the beautiful, all the blessings that you have. And guys, I don't want to cry. That's what I started doing when my husband got sick. I had to learn how to look at the good things. I have to focus at the blessings. Don't sway your eyes to the bad things that have happened. Yeah. It's it's like training yourself to do it that way, but it can be learned. And if I was able to do it, yes, you can do it as well. So if you're in that season of rebuilding and you want to learn how to create income from home without sacrificing your time or joy, come join me in my community. It is called Hydrate and Thrive with Amy. Yes, Hydrate and Thrive with Amy. We have a Facebook page. It's where we say yes to growth, to empowerment, to freedom. It is where we say yes to you again and again. Don't forget, there is still you. You are the main character of your story. Before we end, I want you to type this in the comments so you can declare it out loud. Yeah, remember what I told you earlier? When you put it on something that you can see every time, when you write them down, it becomes a reality to you. So, this is what you need to put there. I'm saying yes again to myself, to life, to joy. Yes, I am saying yes again to myself, to life, to joy. Let's make this our season to reflect on where we've been, reclaim who we are, and rebuild the life we deserve. You deserve more because you are not too old. You are not too late. You're right on time for your yes moment. Yes to yourself. This is Amy Marshall helping you reflect, reclaim, and rebuild your midlife on your own terms. See you inside Hydrate and Thrive with Amy. That's our Facebook page, okay? And remember, mga sis dyan, at yung iba ring nanonood, your comeback starts with one brave yes. Yes! Yes to yourself. All right, happy weekend, guys. I know there is a storm, a big one, coming on its way to Philippines. And news have said that it's as big as the Philippines. So it could cover all the islands. Be careful, but what's more important, be prepared. Be prepared. Make sure you have enough stock of food, water. Those are emergency stuff. And for those who are taking medications, make sure you have extras as well. Okay. Before I came on, the brother of my friend was just brought to the hospital. He wasn't able to move half of his body and he wasn't able to speak. I said, most likely that is a stroke. So make sure he is taken care well. He was brought to, I forgot the name of the hospital. But anyway, I'm glad it was not the city, the general hospital. There you go. A lot of people who are brought there die. Oh my gosh. It's difficult to be sick, but it's also difficult to not have enough resources in terms of money and in terms of available resources where you need to go, right? So take care, guys. Happy weekend. Again, take care of yourself. I'll see you again soon. Don't forget to say your gratitude every time you wake up, no matter what time of day is that. Say your gratitude because you have been given the most precious blessing of them all. Your life is free, right? That's a free blessing. So say your gratitude. Say thank you. Thank you for this day of life you gave me. Your dreams and your goals are possible. Write them down. All right, write them down. Researchers said that when you write them down, you've already achieved 50% of them. Where will the other 50% come from? Your actions. You got to do actions as well because God is not going to drop everything to you and make things happen, okay? All right, God bless all of you. I'll see you again next time. Have a happy weekend and stay safe. Bye for now.